Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Hypermine. Hope you missed me. Obviously I've been, as I said previously, I was on holiday last week. Just away spending some time with my family and my wife's family, and watching my sister get married, which is lovely. But we're back, and since doing the Auto Enchanter last week, I came up with an idea that I want to play with, and that is of a public enchantment system, automatic enchanter, maybe a shop, maybe we could do it as a shop, down here in Spawn Town. So what I would like to do is we'll just find a place to build it. Well, this is the main road. It's going to be too big, I think, for the market, so let's build it here. This area here, I think I might have to take a couple of these trees out and fill some of this dirt hill up, but I think this is a good place to do it. And I don't know, I've got that. Go away. Right, so we're going to be using an ME system. I'm going to need a few more things than this, and we're going to be storing the enchanted books, the results of the machine, in bookcases, which is basically the fun bit about the project, because if I get this right, it is going to automatically store the books in the correct bookshelf, and it's also you're going to be able to push a button if all the books are stored out of order, and it will refile them all and resort them all into the correct bookshelves. So yeah, it's a pretty reasonably pointless project. You know, a lot of people possibly have their own enchanting setups, or there has been a move recently for people to kind of use Spawn Town less, because they feel like the ability to just go and do stuff in Spawn, get it done for you by using things other people have made, is somehow reducing their ability to play the game, their creativity, and I can kind of see what they're getting at with that. Let's pop over here and grab a bit more. Really? Thank you. And I can kind of see what they're getting at with that. Let's put one of these away as well. And, oh yes, Benito, you said you wanted a portal gun. I have one in my ME system. Feel free to take it. So, yeah, I can see what people are getting at by that sentiment, but nevertheless, I'm still going to build this, even if it never gets used, because it's a fun little project for me, and hopefully I can make the building, the bookstore itself, the bookstore itself, a pretty building, or a handsome building. So, bookshop. We're going to have... Now, it's not going to be a huge building. It's probably like that, maybe, and like that. Now, can we bring this right up to the road? Probably can. I'll build a front wall in this space here, like that. Yeah, and let us use some of this handy birch wood. So I'm going to go for the dark shelves and it's going to be highlighted with light wood for the floors. And I shouldn't have laid all this wood out, dirt out for the floor. Oh. Okay, I think that's going to look pretty nice like that. We'll get back to laying, putting these shelves up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 2 big walls of shelves, and I think I'll come back to you. Okay, so we've got 2 big walls of shelves, and we've gone through nearly 2 stacks of bookshelves, and there are a lot of combinations for enchanted books. So I think what I might do is, if we go maybe 1, 2, 3, and this will help add to a kind of maybe not claustrophobic, but old bookstores, especially in the UK, generally in quite a tight space. Small buildings, and there's lots of these narrow spaces, books on either side, and it's quite a kind of gives it almost an eccentric feel to the shops, and I'd quite like to emulate that a little bit, even though this is going to be quite a small plot, plus it will give us a load more shelves. And so we're going to make these basically like this, these 2 shelves. It does mean that you're going to see less books out than on display through the windows than I perhaps would have liked. Yeah, but we can also then basically we can use this space in here, so we're going to need that, and then we'll have a half space there, which will leave us a little room for a little room here for a little kind of counter. We can grab a villager and stick him in here, so that he can be our shopkeeper. Not decided whether I'm even going to take payment for the wares of this store, but right. Next thing to do is get stuck on a lamp. Stick storage buses on the back of all of these doodads, like this. Not like that. Like that. And then follow along with the wrench and set all of them to priority 64, which is going to take me a little while. So yeah, definitely cutting now and coming back to you. Oh yeah, there. Ah, right, back in a moment. Okay, right. So I've done that. I've also put the ceiling on, which is going to be the second floor, and joined all our storage buses together. So they're all going to create one system. I'm also so yeah, the plan is every single bookshelf is going to contain one type of enchanted book. So this bookshelf will have, say, I don't know, Fire Protection 3 books in, Repair 2 books, Potency 3 books, and so on. And we'll do that, making sure we get all the top tier enchants into their own bookshelf. Hopefully there's enough for that. If there are any left over, we'll put some of the second tier books assigned to those. Or maybe we'll double some of the shelves up, so say Protection 4 can have 2 bookshelves. Not quite sure yet. Then we're going to have a bit of overflow, which is going to be, so one there. Let's see, well, I've 1, 2, 3 double chest. No, we'll have so we're going to have 4 double chests. I'm just going to use the wooden double chest, simply because I want to continue the slightly kind of low-tech feel to the build. The storefront, even though it's going to be all high-tech behind the scenes, the storefront is going to be faux low-tech. Faux low-tech, yeah. There we go. A new term for the day. So we'll join that up there and come along here. And there, and then we'll put more storage buses, one there and one there. Now we're going to set these to, we're just going to set these to 10, because I'm not sure if I'm going to need any lower priority storage buses below these. And unfortunately, I really wish you could set negative priorities on storage buses, or that they would start at, say, 64 or what have you. I might put a different block under here just to even that out. Not sure yet. So that you could like place your whole system and then kind of a few bits with lower priority than the default, but that's not possible. But yeah, these are going to be the bargain bins. So any overflow or any low level stuff that doesn't have its own bookshelf is going to go into there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we'll do the same on this side. Oops. Like that, and pop, pop. And a storage bus here and here. Pop that back and find the other end and join it up. There we go. Okay, so I should set those. Cool, and we'll have our doorway entrance in this corner. Coming in. Hello, Mr. Shopkeeper. How are you? I'm looking for some armor enchants. Oh, find the armor enchants. Cool. Right. So the next thing to do, I think. Let's have a look. Right. Well, we're going to need an ME controller, and we can put that. In fact, let's nice and evenly pop that here. Now, I was going to power this off Lekigen, but for the moment, I'm just going to use an energy tesseract. It's run off my lava system that is run from the public lava. So it is public power, which I think is fair enough. Receive only. Thank you. Yep, that powers everything. Simply because I can't be bothered running a cable from down there at the moment. So that's that. Could have maybe done with putting that somewhere else, actually. Yeah, do that quickly. So that we can get at that power from... Oh no, that's liquid tesseract. Hey, Ben's on. Hey, dude. No, come on. This. Thank you. And then we're going to run... Well, hopefully we're going to run 2 auto enchanters. Basically, and let's put these here and here, simply so I don't have to run any power conduit. And then I think we can do a liquid tesseract here. Receive only mob essence. Wonderful. Cool. So they're going to be doing our doodads, books. Now, apparently, you can use an ME import bus on the side of these guys, like this, and it will only draw books from the lower slot rather than both. Which, when I tried it from below, and it was pulling them from both. So that will save us some room. Now, apparently, you can also use an export bus to push them into the top. Now, I'm not going to do that, mainly because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, let's see, we can put this, right, well, let's lay our tubes. We're going to use pneumatic tubes, and we're going to get our books from main base, from our base, my base, this base, that one over there, simply because I have the crafting all set up. And we are going... Have I really not got a filter? I thought I picked one up. Filter. One of those. I always forget that. It's going to happen. So if we... Simply because I've got the book crafting already set up, is what I was going to say. So we'll do that, like that, and then we shall figure something out. I know what we'll do. We will pop a bit of wood there, and a bit of wood there, and grab a timer. No, although that probably would work. I'm going to pop it there. So if I grab a book or something, let's see. In fact, let's set the other end up. Oh, stuck in a shop. Oh, frame rate lag. Wow. Come on. So if we come over here and we go to our messy room, down here, just for want of somewhere better to put it, let's... Oh, come on. I heard you break. Oh, there's a level limiter there. I must have broken the block behind it. Let's put it... Yeah, let's put it here. In our wall of fabricators. Just, I will find a better place to put this. If we grab our wireless transmitter and get an export bus, and pop that. No. Just grab a temporary block so we can do this. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Pop that there, and this here. Pop. And then we can set that to be books. Give me a book. At some point. At your own leisure, boy. Come on. Running out of time. Right, we're going to get this to export books, and that'll fill up at the other end, and I'll just sort that out now. Okay, so we're back over here, and this has a book in it. Woohoo! Which means this little setup is working. Oh, and there we go. There's another book. And pop. Okay, so energy tesseract powers this, and these two. Liquid tesseract power provides juice to these two. Sorted. Okay, now the fancy bit. And because I'm running low on time, I'm actually going to set the redstone out for this off camera and come back and show you. But this is, and then maybe next episode we will put a shell on this and make it look all pretty. But the next bit is going to be the refiling system that is going to resort all the books once they thingy, yeah. He's going to resort the books if they're out of order. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so it's time to draw this episode to a close. Got it working. So let's say we've got this frugal book here. Now I haven't set all these storage buses up yet, but if we say frugal goes in there, which should be this bookcase here. So I've already sorted B, bane of arthropods, E, efficiency, F will be frugal. So yeah, and let's just put this frugal book in a random bookcase here. Press one of these two buttons and give it a moment. The books will first disappear, and then they will in a moment. reappear. Oh, apparently we have lots of frugal books. There you go, all frugal 3. Beautiful. So how does this work? Well, it works via this monstrosity. Yeah. This was a bit of a beggar to figure out. I will go over it a bit, try and explain it, but yeah, it took me quite a while. I think I must have made some mistake somewhere, and it's causing me issues. But let's see, I've moved some stuff around. The access terminal is temporary, just while I was figuring out where certain bits were going. I moved some stuff around. The controller is over here now. I'm not sure if it was in the last clip or not. So the controller is over here. And yeah, the controller connects to the rest of the storage bus network. Yeah, all of the bookshelves and everything, and the auto enchanters. It's all via this wire here. Okay, and that spreads off. So over here, this corner here is a dark cable, and a dark cable will only transmit a signal through when it's powered by redstone, such as this torch. If there is no redstone signal, it goes dark and it cuts the line, hence called dark cable. So yeah, I've used dark cables in other places as well, here, and just there, but they look differently because I'm using dyed ME cable to stop cables joining together. So that's why it's all a bit complicated and messy looking. So let's see. Right. What we've got here is, in effect, a sequencer that can be powered by a button press or via this wireless signal, which is the transmitter to which is on the buttons down in the shop. And what that does is it runs through a pulse former and then a load of red power repeaters. And each time it goes through a repeater, it hits a block. This block is probably... well, it is necessary. It's there to power this redstone line. Yeah, so it runs through a block, repeater, block, repeater, block, repeater. And some of the blocks power this additional redstone line, which comes along here, through a repeater, and onto this block here to depower the torch. Okay? And then we've got two MEIO interfaces. IO ports, and what these do is they write data to or from a storage disk. So let's see if we can get this explained in the next minute so I can wrap the episode up. When this sequencer receives a pulse, first thing that happens is when this block is powered, it powers up this blue dyed dark cable here, which connects this blue line to the system at large. When that is connected, this IO port is connected, and it goes, oh, I've got data I can write to the disk. It writes it all, takes all the books out of the system, writes it to this disk, pops it in this slot here because I've got it set to move to output when work is done. Now, at the same time, it powers this redstone line, which comes along here and hits this repeater. Now, this repeater is on slightly less delay than this repeater. So as the power goes through here, before it hits the next block, it will depower this torch, which will cut the rest of the network from out of the system. So for a moment, you'll have a system where it is basically just an ME controller and nothing else. And then this block gets powered, which turns the dark cable on here, allowing the green line to be connected to the system. When the green line is connected, this import bus pulls the disk that's now got all of our books in. It pulls it out and sticks it in the only available storage, because we've cut off the rest of the network, which is this storage bus, which is sat on top of this I/O port. Okay, so the disk with data on moves into here, and it sits in this spot here. After it's moved to this point, the power is now moving along here, and it's going to go to this block and repower this line, but not before this bit is depowered, allowing the torch to come on, connecting the rest of our network. So instantly the disk that's full of our books will go, oh, there's places to put them. It will write all the data back to the network and pop the now empty disk in this bit here. And then the power that's coming along here is going to be repowering this line here to repower the repeater and go through to the torch, and repower and go through this repeater to power this block and turn on this dark cable. So first this torch will go back off, again isolating the network, and then this yellow dark cable will come on, which allows this import bus to pull the now empty disk and pop it into the only available storage. I'm very sorry about that noise there. And open into the only available storage, which is the I/O port over here. Whew. Net effect is that, and this repeater here can probably actually just go down to 1. Net effect is, if we go to a shelf, pull a load of books, and put you over there, and you down there. That's all of them. And then hit the button. What will happen is it will suck all the books up and then put them back in the right place. Job done. And that took about 8 minutes to explain. So that is if I have not just broken it. It does take a while because I needed to separate the events in this circuit. Have I broken it by changing that repeater setting? I have broken it by changing that repeater setting. Bleeding heck. Okay. Well, I will change that repeater setting back and get it fixed, get it working properly again. It was there. Okay. So yeah, I will work on the exterior of the shop next episode, I think. But if we can just see this working again. There we go. Yep, that's working. I don't know why that repeater makes a difference, but apparently it does. So yes, I need to take all these books which are coming in here, and like there's another F that can go in the Fs, and get them, I don't know how accurate I'll be, but at least roughly alphabetized along this wall until I run out of shelves. And then if anyone should ever want an enchanted book, they should be able to find it here. Anyway, until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Bye.